Welcome to the tutorial for the Setup Wizard. Log in with your credentials. You will then be presented with a modal like this. If you can click Begin, then you'll start the process. Firstly, we need a Google API key, where we'll give you the link in the description of this video, but you can go to console.developers.google.com. And if you've already got a Google account, it'll log you in all like this. It might not show as much information because this is specific to a project, but firstly you'll need a Google account before you log in here. I presume you've got one, or you can log in. Once you are on this page, something like this, you can click here, click Create Project. It will call this Test, and then we click Create. It will create it slowly, and it should reload it. Once it reloads, it will look like this. And for our purposes, we need to add 2 APIs, but if you ever need to use Google APIs, you can add many APIs to one API key or to one project. For now, we're just going to add the ones we need, which are geocoding. So this, Google Maps geocoding API. If you click that, and then click Enable here, what that's doing is adding that to this project. So it says we need to create credentials, but not yet, we don't. So we go back. We now add Google Places API web service. So specifically the web service, the Google Places API web service. We click that. And again we enable. Once we have these two, we can click Go to Credentials, but it'll just check. If we go to Dashboard, we should now see these two here. It's really important that both are showing here before you create any credentials. You can then go to Credentials on the left, Create Credentials, API Key. Then you'll get a big pop-up like this, and this is your API key. This is really important that you save this somewhere safe now. You'll need this when you set up. It's a direct copy and paste. So copy this out somewhere. I'll do it now. You could click Restrict Key, but I wouldn't bother here. We're not going to do anything outrageous with it. That's the API key for Google. Here I'll paste it in, and I'll select my country, which is England. Continue. What this will do now is check the API key, make sure everything's working okay. It does, great. Next we continue on to Bing. Here we can skip this if we've already got Google and we're happy with just Google. Bing is currently moving to a new API. They've moved on from version 2 to version 5, they're calling it Cognitive Services now. And because it's new, they haven't totally released their rates and things for going forwards, but for now it's currently 3 months for free, and something like 1,000 searches a month, which is 50,000 results if you think about it as 50 results per page, which is not bad for free. So if you click Get Started for free, you can sign in with one of these. Probably you've already got one of these accounts. If not, you could go and make a Microsoft account or a GitHub account. I'll use GitHub here. It's saying, do you want to allow it? Yes. Okay, so you can see now it's logged me in. It says my free subscriptions is 0, and it's talking about API key subscriptions. So what we need to do is, firstly I need to verify my email. So I'm going to click Send Verification. I'll just go away and quickly click the link in the email. For the record, the email looks like this. I click an email link like this, and there we go. I'll just go back to this page and refresh it. It'll probably say verified here. There we go. So at this point you can request new trials. There's many things you can ask for, but we don't really need any of them except a really specific one, which is Bing search free. It's the one which says 1,000 transactions per month, 5 per second. Search API is web, which is all we use here. Then you have to agree here. I'd recommend you read it, obviously, and you can click that if you want to get emails from them. There we go. So what it's done now is made me my subscription. It says Bing search free here, and it gives me 2 keys. We actually only need one of them. You could regenerate it here or show it, which you can, and then you could just copy it out. I'll copy that into my other window. But that's the key you need, just one of these. You don't need both, just one of them. Doesn't matter which one, it's all you need. There we have it. Here we can skip this if we've already got Google and we're happy with just Google places, but here we're going to put in a Bing key as well. This checks again, make sure it works, continue, great. Next we're going to set up SMTP settings. These aren't essential if you don't want to send emails out. Here I'll put in our SMTP settings, and I'm going to use the quick fill to copy from SES. Once this is done, we'll check that the email settings work and validate it. There we go, it works. In order to be best practice, what we do here is take your address and automatically append it to all the emails you send out. Depending on your local law, this might be a requirement or not. Here I'll enter a British address. Obviously this is a demo, so this address isn't real. Agree with the terms and continue, and there we go, all set up, ready to go.